What is good, everyone? We are the Any Given Sunday. I am Tyler. We got Hunter here. Thank you for tuning in. What are we talking about today, Hunter?
Today we're going to be rating some random Super Bowl predictions. Got at the bar top. We got the AFC West West, right? AFC West. Yeah, I
Yes.
forgot. I put AFC Rest. AFC West rankings. We got the top 5 wide receiver cores in the league. We're going to talk about some Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley contract issues, what that means for the league and for fantasy. We have UFC 291 this week. We're going to talk about our predictions on that in depth. We have UFC 291 and what we think is next for the winners, and then we're going to touch on some big fight announcements for the next coming months.
And
All
let's
right,
go ahead and let's start out with something you didn't even name. Let's talk about some training camp beginning and a couple of injuries that happened today. I don't know if everyone's heard, but C.J. Gardner-Johnson went down with an injury. Looks like he's going to be out for the year.
non-contact, and that's never
Yep.
good.
And he was carted off the field. Looks like that is his year is going to be over. And then did you hear about Hines and his jet ski injury?
Hines had a jet ski injury. Someone ran into him on a jet ski and probably destroyed his knee. So
While
we'll
he
have
was
to
not
see.
moving.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what that turns into. But his year is probably over
Oh, it's over.
as well. Yeah,
They've already said he's going to miss the year.
which it was probably a pretty bad accident if they just already knew off rip. We forgot to say one thing, which if we have, we'll see how much time we have at the end of NFL. But we have to rate Jason's fantasy team,
That'll be fun.
which I'll send you a picture of that. Or I don't think I
Well, you
can
just throw
really
it up
throw
on the
it up on the
stream if you
screen.
can.
I'll have to try to figure out how I can do that.
You can just post it in Discord and then.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna start off with some Super Bowl predictions. Now, I got like 4 predictions because I forgot to keep asking people, but they're actually some pretty. We'll get through this pretty quick. I just thought it was funny the outcome of these. Let me pull them up real quick.
I just know
So
some of them are going to be terrible.
we're gonna have Tyler rate these because obviously I already know them. We'll say on one is 0.0% chance of happening, and 10 is that's probably what is might go down. Um,
But you said
so
10's the best. 10's the
yeah,
best.
10's the best.
Okay.
So first, off rip, we have. Let me get my mic a little bit closer. There we go. Check 1 2. We have Philly versus KC. I mean,
I don't hate that. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the chances of that happening is like a 5.
they got to get back though, bro. They got to play on better grass.
Yeah, they might win the rematch, but I don't think. Let's say Philly makes it and Kansas City doesn't. It's not going to happen again, I don't think.
He just said
So
Kansas City's not making it, guys. You heard it here first. No, I'm
that's
kidding.
that is clickbait.
that is. Next, this one blew my mind out of every team coming out of the AFC. Philly versus Baltimore.
3.
3.
I don't think Philly's going back. I've already said that I don't even think they're gonna.
Oh,
Yeah,
it wasn't the Baltimore part that got you. It was the Philly part.
yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
I got Baltimore finishing last in their division, so that's like a matter of fact. We're gonna go with a 1. There's a 1% chance that would happen.
We literally got, and these were 2 different groups of people, like didn't hear each other, didn't talk to each other. We got back-to-back Eagles versus Ravens predictions.
2 people?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, bro.
insane to me.
Were they drinking?
Yeah, they were drinking. They were
Okay,
drinking.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
And then the final one, this one kind of threw me, but it's like it's not a bad prediction. It was just like I didn't expect this. 49ers versus Bills.
I give it a 8. I give it a 8.
What?
I
I
give it
mean,
a 8.
I mean, it
I
makes
mean,
sense. I guess. I mean, the 49ers could definitely
the Bills could
do it.
definitely. I mean, we'll
We'll see.
see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I give it an 8. I mean, that's the most likely scenario. I mean, I guess Kansas City Philly would be the most likely, but that would be the second most. I think that has a bigger chance of happening though than a rematch.
Oh my gosh. So next we have we're ranking the AFC West. I'll let Tyler go first from bottom to top. Mine's interesting. So
All right, fourth place, we're gonna go with the Raiders. Pretty
I think we
simple.
both agreed with that.
Jimmy G at quarterback. He does not surrounded by. I mean, Josh McDaniels has a reputation of being a good coach, or at least a good offensive coordinator, good offensive mind. But yeah, there's a lot of issues there,
And Josh Jacobs could sit out. So
and this division is stacked. So I got Raiders in fourth. At third place, I'm gonna go with the Denver Broncos. They got
we're not
Sean
gonna let
Payton.
Russ cook this year?
That doesn't mean anything. They could win 10 games and finish third.
True.
So yeah, I got Denver finishing third. They got Sean Payton there. Now Russ has an actual coach. I'm expecting Jerry Jeudy to finally break out and become a number one. So yeah, and then Denver's defense is always pretty solid. So second place, we got Chargers. They got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams coming back. They added Quentin Johnston. They got Eckler coming back. Herbert is Herbert. If he stays healthy, I could see them winning 11, 12 games and finishing second. And then first place, we're going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. Obvious reasons. Not even going to talk about it. I'll say one word. Patrick.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I did mine late last night, guys, but I'm gonna read it.
As did I. I like it
So
to be. I like it to be fresh and ready.
last place, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. No, I'm just kidding. I have the Raiders as well.
That'd be hell.
I have the Raiders as well. Like Tyler said. I mean, they have a cap. Um, Jimmy G's coming back. Jimmy G is coming back. He passed his physical, but I mean, he just passed his physical. What month is it? July.
July.
I mean, he's probably not 100%. I don't feel like. They have Adams. They're also talking about they might lose Renfro. If they lose Renfro, that's going to be. I mean, Renfro's not like a huge player, but he is huge for that offense. Jacobs might sit. There's just too many. There's just too many question marks for me to put them any higher. Next, I have the Chargers. Um, that being said, like Tyler said, third place, I still have them winning about probably 10 games. I have them probably winning about 10 games. They have like, it was hard for me. We're going to do a top 5 wide receiver list later, and you'll see if, they made the list or not. Or top 5, what is it? Not wide receivers, but wide receiver cores. You'll see if they made the list. That core is pretty nasty. Um, Next, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm and y'all don't. I'm a big Chiefs supporter. Like I've always talked
Bro,
down
you
on
think
people.
Russ is cooking like that?
Bro,
Hey, that
I
that
did
means
it at like
that
3 in
wait
the
wait that
morning, bro.
that just means you think Judy's gonna cook too. So I'll take it.
I do think Judy is gonna cook. I think that wide receiver core is finally gonna be healthy. And the big thing
Tim Patrick.
that had me put them up there was that wide receiver. But so here's my thing. I put the Chiefs down there because Tony's already hurt.
Well,
Um, Second string wide receiver.
Sky Moore,
Yeah. Well,
Justin
maybe
Ross,
we'll
Justin
see.
Ross getting those
Yeah,
first
but
team
they haven't
reps.
proven anything. We'll see though.
They're
It's gonna
the
have to be Sky Moore, bro.
wait. They really don't have to prove anything. They're the defending Super Bowl champions. We laughed when they got Juju.
Yeah, but okay, so Juju. What was Juju's thing though? Juju stayed healthy. Is Tony gonna stay healthy? Is Richie James going to stay healthy? Both injury prone wide receivers. Then you're stuck with 2 really young
I
receivers.
don't think Richie James was even gonna be a starter.
I think Richie
They just
James is a starter.
anyways, they got Sky Moore. They got Justin Ross getting first team reps. They just drafted Rasheed Rice out of SMU. I think SMU. Either way, I don't even know if Richie James is gonna be a starter. But you really don't know who's gonna be a starter for that receiving core because
Yeah.
they don't have a big name.
Another big reason is I think Denver's defense is going to be insane this year. And but
Name a starter on the defense besides
I was going to say
Surtain
besides Surtain. Damn
or
it!
Simmons. I think Simmons
Damn
is still there.
it!
Name one.
Don't do this to me.
They traded Bradley
I
Chubb.
know they did. It was
I mean,
calculated, bro.
I don't
Trust.
disagree. Their defense is gonna be solid no matter what. I
But I
just
think it's because it's ran by Peyton. Like
we'll
Sean
see.
Payton's a
We'll
demon.
see. I'm excited. I expect big things for that team
I think
this
it's gonna
year.
be close though. Like I think let's see the last game Denver and let's see what week the last week Denver and the
Kansas
Chiefs
City.
play. Yeah.
It might be for the division. Might be because a year ago we thought Kansas City could finish last. We didn't think they were going to finish last, but we thought the division was stacked last year.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to look up Denver's schedule.
You know,
Denver's schedule. They play. Hey.
oh, hey, how about that? Chauncey Garner Johnson did
Oh
not suffer
wow.
any structural damage after undergoing test. He's considered a day-to-day a sigh of relief in Detroit. So looks like he's not missing the whole year. But usually
Bro,
when you have a non-contact injury and you get carted
yeah.
off,
That
you're
was
done.
yeah, usually your knee exploded.
That's good for
This is
Detroit
kind
though.
of crazy. So the first time the Broncos and the Chiefs play is October 12th. The
What, week
sec
5, 6?
something like that. And then the second time they play is October 29th. They literally play
All
the
right.
Chiefs and the Packers, then the Chiefs again.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens there. So,
So
all right. So
yeah,
just to run it down, I went with the Raiders in fourth, the Broncos in third, Chargers in second, and the Chiefs in first.
I went Raiders fourth, Chargers third, Chiefs second, and Broncos first.
Let's
Next, we
ride.
have the top 5 wide receiver cores in the league. Um, I didn't put this in any particular order. I don't know if you did or not.
I
I,
did.
okay, I'll let you go yours first while I try to see if.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to put it in order. I'm also not gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and list them all. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on it.
Okay.
Fifth place, I went with the 49ers. They got Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, McCaffrey. I consider that all a receiving core. So yeah, I mean they have a pretty solid core. Well, this is wide receiver, but still, Ayuk and Debo is solid.
Yeah.
So fourth, I went Seattle, JSN, who they just drafted. Lockett, always been a solid guy, solid player, and DK. So that was my fourth. Third place, I went Philly, that dynamic duo in AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. I believe in fantasy they both finished as wide receiver ones, which means they're top 12 of their position in fantasy. So second place, I went Dolphins. They got Waddle, Tyreek. They had Trent Sheffield or whatever, but he's no longer there. But that's still Tyreek and Waddle.
Hmm.
And then first place, I mean, I'm sure if I had to guess, your first place would be the same, but we'd be surprised because I didn't think you would have Denver in first. I went Bengals. They got Jamar Chase and T Higgins, Tyler Boyd, solid receiving core. So that's my top 5 right there.
I can't wait to post that I went Bengals over Chiefs. That's going to be the best clickbait video of
You mean
2023.
Broncos?
Yeah. All right. So I didn't do any particular order, but I mean, I'll kind of start from the bottom. Uh, I got Seattle, DK and Lockett. Both were 1,000-yard receivers last year. And then just adding JSN is going to be really good. Then we have the Eagles. I almost didn't put the Eagles on here. I forgot what team I was gonna sub them out for, but they almost didn't make it. AJ Brown, and we have Smith and Zacchaeus. I actually like Zacchaeus, so I'm hoping he does really good in that offense. We have the Cowboys, CD, Cook, and Gallup. You're kidding? Did you not put the Cowboys?
No.
Oh my god, you're sick. But I'm a big believer in Cook. Um, we have CD, Cook, and Gallup. Then we have the Dolphins. Obviously, Hill and Waddle are going to be insane, and then their third might be Cedric Wilson or
Oh, they do
Roby
have Cedric Wilson.
Chosen Anderson. My bad. And then the Bengals, Chase Higgins and Boyd. I think that's an easy number one answer right there. So yeah, Tyler didn't have the Cowboys in his lineup, so y'all let him hear that.
Like the Niners are a solid replacement.
I mean, who's their
I
third
know
receiver again?
What's his name? I can see his name. I actually like him. Jennings, Jawan Jennings. No, not Jawan. Sorry. Dude, what is his name? He's solid, but I mean, he doesn't.
He's not Michael Gallup.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about, I mean, receiving core, maybe they shouldn't be in there, but I mean, they got Kittle also and McCaffrey that can catch the ball. So I went more on a receiving core, not wide receiving core.
Purdy will repeat. I don't know. We'll
Repeat what?
see. Yeah. What do you mean, like repeat losing in the?
I don't think it matters if who's at quarterback. The team's always gonna be solid.
Oh yeah, I could go quarterback that team.
You could. Who
I
is
don't even know
that?
how to hold a football.
Bulleye. You could go quarterback that team.
Repeat his season like last year.
I don't know if he'll go 7-1. I mean, I don't know how many games he's gonna play, but he could definitely win 10, 11 games.
I mean that's just a really great ran
It's the
offense.
team around him.
I don't think
So
Purdy. Yeah, I would say I don't think
in the
Purdy's great.
defense,
I
they
mean,
got Troy Polamalu Jr. on the defense.
they've proven that offense is just elite and can be ran by anybody.
They should have traded for Stafford.
Oh, an
No, I'm just
Amber
kidding.
Alert. Here we go.
All right, let's
Yeah,
go ahead and move
they might have
on.
won a Super Bowl if they traded for Stafford.
Maybe.
All right. So next we're going to talk about Jacobs and Barkley contract issues and what that means for the league and for fantasy. Um, so obviously there's a lot of things going on in the NFL right now. For the running backs, they think they're getting underpaid. They just held a Zoom call yesterday, led by Austin Eckler. They had a bunch of high name running backs on there: CMC, Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard. You know, three
J.K.
goats on there.
Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins was on there. Obviously Barkley and Jacobs. Just talking about the state of the declining running back market. My opinion on it, if you go back, I mean, we've known this is coming. Every team, a new team every year is going to from a one running back, workload to a group of guys that you're going to be able to pay for less. I mean, Isaiah, the Chiefs just won a Super Bowl with a 7th round pick, paying him like less than $1 million. So yeah, they're saying that you can pay multiple guys less money than one guy, and because you pay like running. Here's the thing about running backs: they get one good contract, right? And you don't even know if they're going to be able to play that contract out because you've already ran them in the ground by the time it's time for them. Because you draft them, you run them, you tag them, then you might pay them, and you're not going to pay them a lot. I don't see how they could be able to fix the running back market because, I mean,
It's not fixable.
it's
I
not
mean,
fixable.
uh,
What's gonna
the,
have to happen is they're gonna have to go in and they're gonna have to be like, no matter where you draft a running back rookie year, their contract is only like 2 years or 3 years, and then you have to pay them.
I think the only way running backs are going to get paid is if the position itself changes, if everyone becomes a CMC or something along those lines. I just
Well,
don't know. I mean, look at Philly, right? I think they have like 5 running backs rostered, and they're not even paying them total 5 million.
I said I don't get why some of these players don't just sign the tag. Well, I mean, it is a lot of money, 10 million. They're getting so the running back tag this year is like 10.6 mil, which is a lot in the short run. But say you play that year, you completely destroy your knee. 10 mil is still a lot, but
They
it's
want
not.
security.
It's not what you could have been guaranteed, and
They
you
want they
should be
want years.
guaranteed. Yeah, they want because
4 years, fifty
let's say
million.
like I'll say 4 years, 50 million, and like 30 of that's guaranteed or 40 of that's guaranteed. They don't get a second contract anyways. Just sign the tag. I mean, I don't know. I just think they deserve. I think Jacobs was probably asking for Derrick Henry or CMC money, but I think they should get at least 35, 30, 35 mil,
For
3 years, something
3 years.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Um,
about the money, it's more about the years and the money. Like, it's
yeah.
more about how much they want per year for 5 years.
Like Austin Eckler, the number one back in the NFL, probably, I mean, we'll say top six. Oh, 6 mil.
He's getting
I was
6 million.
gonna say, yeah, I think he's top five, and
Is that
he's one of the
true?
yeah.
Okay.
top 5 at least, and one of the most versatile backs in the league, and he's only getting 6 million a year. That's less than the tag, which is insane. Um,
Yep, 6 mil.
yeah. What really
That's
ruined the running back market was um
Zeke.
yeah, Zeke and Alvin Kamara. Not really Alvin Kamara because he's a good, you know,
He's solid, but
yeah. Maybe Derrick Henry with the injury year he had. He just got paid a lot of money and then he got that foot injury. Yeah, it's scary to pay a guy. Like, I mean, and the same thing can happen with wide receivers, but we've seen wide receivers bounce back. And I mean, obviously, wide receivers have better shelf life than
yeah,
running
they're not
backs.
taking punishment every play.
Yeah, they're just, I don't, they would, it would have to be something the league would have to come in and do to make running backs get actually paid a little bit more. And they would probably have to they just raised the cap. So that's not happening again anytime soon. That's just my thoughts on the league side of it. Do you have any thoughts on the league side of it,
I
Tyler?
mean, like I said, either the position's gonna have to change, or I don't know. I really don't know how that position's ever gonna be valuable again, or like people are
Yeah.
gonna get paid what they want. I mean, I don't know. But we can go ahead and switch to fantasy on that
So
subject.
what does this mean for fantasy? Obviously people like me who own Saquon Barkley are terrified right now, especially after they signed James Robinson. Um I don't I think Jacobs is more likely to sit out than Barkley. I mean, Barkley's kind of I mean, dude, you were injured like 2 years, three. I mean, you've been injured pretty much since you came in the league. I mean, I understand that especially you would want a longer guaranteed contract because you understand like what can happen. Um, but what does this mean for fantasy? You're gonna have to go out, and we talked about this. We kind of talked about this last week. You're gonna have to go out, and you're gonna have to make sure when you draft, you get the whole backfield because this can happen to anybody. Injury can happen. This is a different circumstance. People potentially sitting out. But say you have Jacobs, you want to go. What's Jacobs' backup's name? Zaire White.
Zamir.
Solid backup. I mean, like I would go get him. I mean, I wouldn't say Jacobs could sit and they'd be okay because I still think they're not going to make playoffs regardless. Um, but yeah, you just have to go get that whole backfield fantasy wise. I mean, and this is going to move. You got to look at. I would draft thinking they're going to sit out. I wouldn't even take the chance and assume like who's going to move in as a top 5 fantasy running back. J.K. Dobbins.
He's gonna eat all
Sam
the way to 6 wins.
Sanders is going to flop on the Panthers. What their line did for CMC, Sanders going to get injured real quick. Did we ever really believe in Miles Sanders?
Not really.
I didn't really care for him on the Eagles.
He's solid though. I mean, he's a starter.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I'm a firm believer he lost him the Super Bowl or like helped lose
Chuba.
him the Super Bowl. Yeah, they do have Chuba. I mean, he might not even be starting with Chuba. I need to go read. I need to go trade for Chuba back. Um, so yeah, that's my thoughts on yes, sir. That's my thoughts on the fantasy side of it.
Something that wasn't on the schedule that I do want to discuss is it's a couple crazy fantasy trades we've had happen over
Oh my god.
the last week. We'll talk about that real quick, and then we'll rate Jason's team, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
So guys, I mean, I don't know. Do you want to pull it up on the screen?
The trades.
Yeah, it's just the two.
Um,
You should be able to go.
yeah, I think I'm pulling sleeper up right now.
Yeah, let me do it on my computer just so I can walk you through it. All right, all right. So we got any given Sunday. Where you at? I'm blind.
You can just scroll up in the chat.
Or you can go to it should be like a
Trades.
train.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Well, that's
Oh,
no.
that's my trades.
Go to league. No. Where is it? Settings? No. I guess you just scroll up in the Actually, no. You can go to their name,
Yep.
whoever was involved in the trade. You can do H-Town first and Rob, so either one of them. Click on Josh Jacobs.
Hey, bro, I actually did this trade and then went on a cruise. I would have probably jumped off the boat thinking
And
about
then
this,
just
but
once you click on Josh Jacobs, just scroll down and show his transaction history.
all right. So, oh my God, I couldn't find H Town at first, but there it is. Oh, you said click on Rob.
Either one of them, because you just need to click on Pierce or
We
Jacobs.
still got Rob finishing ninth, right?
I don't know. Dang, Coy. Coy traded Josh Jacobs last year for Melvin Gordon in a second.
God. You say go to transactions?
No, no, no. Just click on Josh Jacobs or
Oh,
Pierce.
I see
Just
it. I see it. I see it. All right, guys. So this is one of the transactions we had in the league. Um, hold on. I gotta adjust the camera for this. There we go. And there we go. So Josh Jacobs, this is what Rob received. Okay. Josh Jacobs, 25 first, 24 first, and 24 third for Damon Pierce.
the next LT. What do we? I mean, dude. I mean, this might be the worst trade of all time, right? Or at least in the league.
Even if Jacob sits all year, Rob still got 2 first for a team that's probably going to be a bottom 3 pick.
It just it hurts my
This is
soul.
insane to me. That is. Mm.
Uh,
Chat, any thoughts on this trade? Can we get this trade ranked on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being the best, 1 being this person should probably never play fantasy ever again. And we were probably going to veto it, but it's time for H Town to, dig his own grave and lay in it.
no, I can assure you you wouldn't be last place in our league. I can guarantee you that.
And I thought I
Uh,
was bad at fantasy. Oh no, for sure. Like you wouldn't be last place in this league.
now we can go to Coy's team and click on AJ Brown.
Boy,
We'll actually peep out a pretty banger trade, honestly.
I'll
Solid
say this
trade.
trade's a little bit better. I mean, it makes sense.
Well,
Well, yeah.
it doesn't make sense for the guy that I had finishing first place, but it is what it is. I
So we
He's no
have
longer finishing first. So.
we have Koi. Hold on one second.
Shut up, Boots. Anyways, we have Coy, and we got Team McMillan. McMillan, I had finishing first place. He traded McCaffrey, AJ Brown for Marquise Brown, Bijan Robinson, and and a late first next
Yeah.
year. So,
1 of 1, by the way.
I mean, Coy definitely won the trade.
Yeah, Koi got.
Yeah.
Bro, my cat is going crazy. CMC, AJ Brown, 2 solid pickups. I mean, as long as CMC stays healthy.
Because he wanted to go younger, I guess, would be my guess. I don't actually know why.
I mean, and Brown could be like wide receiver 1 for the Cardinals. So
On
that's
a 2-win
actually kind of
team.
crazy. Yeah. Brown could be wide receiver 1 for the Cardinals. We got we got 1 of 1, so probably going Bijan. And then a 24 first, which is probably going to be a late pick, but did he get Coy's 24 who's 24 first did he get? Coy's?
Kelly.
Oh, okay, it's still gonna be a pretty late pick. So yeah, I would say Coy won that. I mean, he got the depth he needed to get beat by me in the first round. So we'll see how
Well,
that goes.
that's the thing though. I wouldn't say he got depth. He just upgraded some of his depth. I
True,
mean,
true,
he
true,
went
true.
from what his starter was going to be Bijan. He went from Bijan to McCaffrey. That's an upgrade this year, I think. He went from Marquise Brown to AJ Brown, but Marquise Brown and Bijan were already going to be starters. So all he did was upgrade. He didn't really
True,
fill in the gap. He didn't really fill in the gaps that he needs. He just kind of bolstered those positions. So
true,
I
true, true, true.
he might. I think I had him finishing fifth or fourth. He's probably a top 3 team now, but I still don't know if he has enough. So
Yeah, that's a. I think one of one is really making people act crazy.
I'm sorry, man, but AJ
For a
Brown and
running back, we don't even
McCaffrey,
know is gonna act how he's gonna like play
a-
in
and
the
in four
NFL.
years, he might be in the same spot Jacobs and Barkley are. Now that's a long time from now,
At
but
least CMC got his bag.
yeah. So
And
yep,
then they
that
were talking
was.
about CMC is gonna split reps with who?
I mean,
Elijah Moore?
McCaffrey's gonna get his no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah. So that was the two. We will revisit this midway through watch. Yeah, we'll see.
What are we revisiting for? I mean, I don't think. I mean, unless someone gets hurt on the McCaffrey side, that side's gonna be better this year.
All right. So I could pull the picture up for Jason, but it wouldn't show our cameras, so it would be kind of counterproductive.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you who he went by round, okay?
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
have you rate it because I've looked at it.
Well, by round, I mean I'm probably gonna say it's good every round unless he reached. But go for it.
All right, let me find it. So hold on, he sent me 2 drafts, I think. Rate my real draft got 8th pick. Okay, here we go.
All right.
So round 1, pick 8. 10
Okay.
10-man league.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes.
Nope.
Yeah, y'all know I'm not big on reaching for a quarterback in round 1.
Well, it's not even that he reached. No, actually, it is the fact that I wouldn't have reached for a quarterback in the first. I would have got him. I would have gotten a position player and then grabbed him with the second pick around, which he probably still would have been there.
Yeah. Uh so 2 3 so we're round 1 we're giving you we're in A through F. We're going to give
Not
you a
bad. I'll give you a
it's
B, a B
I'd say
minus.
I'm saying a C. I'm saying
I'm
a
gonna go B
C.
because I mean he's gonna get you 25 a game, which is what you want. But
Yeah, but
we'll see how that pick impacts the other positions because that's the other positions are the most important in a single quarterback league that early. But go ahead, second
brother,
round.
I'm just realizing you are in a league full of bums, bro. Guess who got drafted after Adam? Or wait, hold on. Oh no, that's round 15. Okay, never mind. Okay, whew. I was about to say, ain't no way Singletary got drafted round 1. All right, 2 3. Nick Chubb,
Okay,
good pickup. You
A
have to
plus.
be drafting with bums to get Nick Chubb in the second.
I'd
Uh,
say A plus.
yeah.
A lot of people think he's gonna be the number one running back in fantasy this year
I
and in the
mean,
league.
I would
We'll see.
him or Eckler, I believe it. Then you go down at 3-8, he got DK.
That one's hard to gauge because I don't know who else was still there. But I
Yeah.
mean, third round, solid for DK. I'd give it A as well. So
And
we
it
have Nick Chubb, DK, and Mahomes.
yeah.
Okay.
Wide receivers win you fantasy, so we'll see how that goes this year. It's really going to be dependent on Gino. Round 4, Joe Mixon.
Okay.
Not a bad pickup for round 4. I'd probably say a B.
It's hard to really know with not knowing
Yeah,
who else was on the board there.
yeah. Um, round 5, Mike Evans. I've never been a big Mike Evans guy,
He's just very inconsistent.
especially with Baker. JT going demon time this year. He's not injured, and that O line going to get him those yards with the blocks. Anyways, um, round 6, George Kittle. We're getting to the points where like if we don't know who's there, we can't really tell you how good the pick is.
I can already tell you, based off his first 6 rounds, that I don't know because I don't know the other teams and what they look like, but his team might struggle if his only receiver after the 6th round is DK Metcalf.
His um his flex is James Conner in the 7th round.
Okay, I still need the other receiver. Is it?
No,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
it's Mike Evans and DK. It's a two
Oh, it's
receiver
Mike
league.
Evans. Okay. That receiving core is like a C.
McPherson and Bills.
I
He
had
has
Evans last
Kamara
year.
on the bench though.
Okay. Okay.
Pretty good pick.
Still hasn't been suspended.
Yeah, he
So
has Kamara on the bench, Odell, which I mean is a solid pickup. We'll see what he does. Jamal Williams in the 12th. I told him, I said if Jamal Williams is there late, you get him.
it's
Tyler Boyd. I mean, that's not gonna do you any good.
dude. This is a all
McKinnon,
right. If you think about this, right? If this is a 10-man league, there's got to be some stacked teams in there.
Killers,
If your starting receiving core is
Killers.
Evans and DK, your starting
Someone's
running
got
backs
to have
are
Jefferson and Chase, right?
Mixon and Chubb. I mean,
Oh man.
there's got to be
Um,
like some solid teams in that league.
yeah, I would say you definitely need to move like Kamara. You need to move someone for a better wide receiver core because that wide receiver core is not going to get you anywhere special,
I would
barring
do
injuries.
I would do Connor or Kamara, either
Yeah,
one.
I would, yeah, or both for a stud. I think my second league draft was better than the first. We'll take a look at that too. But so just to run down his starting lineup, it's Mahomes, Chubb, Mixon, DK Evans, George Kittle, and James Conner.
And I actually don't hate it. I just don't know if it has enough firepower
Yeah,
because I know there's got to be some stacked teams in
yeah,
there.
definitely. I need you to send me a picture of the team of who has Justin Jefferson. I'm gonna let you know who's gonna win the league.
Jefferson, Jamar, or Tyreek. Any of
Yeah.
those three.
Send the teams who have Jefferson, Jamar, and Tyreek. He's gonna be like, oh, one dude has all three.
That would be hilarious. I'll be like, you should just go ahead and leave.
Yeah, you should probably just leave that team, that league, Bubba.
Go pick up
Um,
Burkhead and Barrios championship.
oh my god. Next we have his next team. We'll run through this one real quick. I won't go round by round. We'll just go top to bottom. I'm assuming another 10-man. Dude, you love Mike Evans and DK. Holy
No
heck.
shot. There's no way. All right, I gotta know. Go ahead. I want to see the running back core.
You want to know the running back? Okay, so Joe Burrow off rip for quarterback.
Okay, depends on what round, but
I'm sure it was the first. We got Nick Chubb and Ken Walker. That's a good,
oh, that's better than your other league's running back core,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Mike Evans and DK. If you went Travis Kelsey in the first round, I'm gonna be so pressed at you. What pick did you have in this league, Jason, where you have Travis Kelsey? I have to know. Because I know you went Kelsey round 1. I know you
Okay,
did. You can't lie to
I'm
me.
okay with Kelsey round one unless he had like a top 4 pick.
7th?
That's not bad.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Kelsey was a league winner last year.
And
Well,
Kamara.
he got Kamara again.
Yeah. And he got Madison
Okay.
in a really late round.
Now, what are the other receivers? And okay, yeah. What are the other receivers?
Like on his bench.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um Odell Beckham, Hunter Renfro, and Adam Thielen.
You went Beckham again?
Why'd you look like that? Like you were just
Well,
disappointed.
Well, it just sounds like he's very high on some certain guys, so he just went for him in both leagues, and I'm never a fan of that unless it's like, well, I don't know. I was kind of high on Pittman last year. He didn't do shit.
Oh no, this is the guy that got Jettis. Are you ready? This is
Oh
actually
no.
a demon squad in a way, in its own way.
Go
I do
ahead.
see its flaws.
We'll
Uh,
see. Go ahead.
okay, so off rip Justin Fields. What
Okay.
number one fantasy quarterback last year, or was he was top five? Because
Uh,
rushing, right? He was a good fantasy quarterback. I know that. Aaron Jones.
okay.
So
We'll
Aaron
see.
Jones and J.K. Dobbins, which is y'all know how we feel about J.K. At
We'll
least
see.
me.
We'll see.
Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all know in redraft, I firmly believe wide receiver cores win the league. Amon Ross St. Brown,
Mm.
Jalen Waddle.
He might cook. His running backs are bad, but he might cook with
And
that
then,
receiver.
if he can get some touchdowns this year and his quarterback isn't dog shit, Kyle Pitts at tight end, who's already had 1,000-yard season.
That's gonna be tough to beat, as long as the running backs show up.
Jason, send me who has Chase real quick. I want to look at their team, and then we're going to move on to some UFC because we got a lot of predictions to make. Did you just do main card on UFC, or did you just do
I
you
did
do it
main
all?
card.
Okay, I did it all. So we'll do main card, and then I'll just do a quick run through of prelims and
I was debating on prelims, but it was just the last two fights, Derrick Henry and
yeah, Derek
whatever.
Lewis.
And who's the main event
Derek
of the
Henry better not be
prelims?
fighting.
Who's the main prelim?
It got
I
changed. I think was it Chiesa and Holland or Thompson? Something got moved
no,
up
those are both main
because
cards.
Costa got moved out.
UFC 291. The main prelim is Trevin Giles and Gabriel Bonfirm. Bonfirm, by the way, is like 14-0,
Yeah.
but he's the underdog. He's a 3-1 underdog, and
I
he's
need to look at
14 and
this
0.
dude's bench. Hold on. See if he got any better running backs on the bench. Damn, no. He has Pachenko.
We'll see.
All right, here we're gonna run through Jamar Chase's. Holy shit!
Is it better?
All right, top to bottom. Jalen
Okay.
Hurts.
Okay.
Wait, how is this? This isn't the same league. This is two different leagues. Anyways, we'll go through this. Jalen Hurts, J.K. Dobbins, Travis Etienne. Wait, is that his name? Travis?
Yeah. Well, it's really Travell, but
All right, are you ready? Are you ready for the receiving core?
all right.
Oh my god. AJ Brown, Jamar Chase, Amari Cooper.
Tight end?
Kyle Pitts. This is from another like his other I guess
Yeah.
he sent two different leagues.
Wait. The other receiving core was better though, but that's still solid.
You think
I'm
AJ
taking
Brown and Jamar Chase? Justin Jefferson's still miles above Jamar Chase, I
and
guess,
and, and then you got Jefferson, Waddle,
and
and St.
Waddle.
Brown. And St. Brown.
Yeah, true.
And they're actually kind of close, but I would rather have the Jefferson core.
Damn. Yeah, DK and Mike Evans not getting it done. Hey, but Chubb, I mean, at least you got a good. Oh wait, hold on. I think this is okay. This dude's team sucks.
Who? It
Hurts,
was okay.
Jacobs, Gibbs,
Okay.
McLaurin, Jamar
Nope.
Chase, Christian Watson, Evan Ingram. That's not
It's a
great.
it's a potential playoff team.
Yeah,
That's it.
Jefferson's cooking. Jefferson is cooking. All right, so we're not going to stay on. We're actually done with the NFL portion, guys. We're going to go to UFC. First off, we're going to start with our UFC 291 predictions. What's the first fight? Kevin Holland and
Yep, Kevin Holland and yada yada yada. Who was it? Stephen Wonderboy Thompson?
Yeah.
No, he already fought him. He already
No, it
fought
was
him.
no, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Who is it? I cannot even
It's
think.
Kevin Holland and Michael Chiesa.
Nice, 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 nice. All right, so you want to start it out or me?
So do you want to go? You want me to just go through all of them, or do you want to go? I do mine, you do yours, like one by
Uh,
one.
you can go through them all.
Okay, cool. So we'll start with the main card. I will go back and I'll go. Actually, I'm gonna just no. Yeah, we'll start with the main card. Then I'll go back and I'll put my thoughts on the prelims and early prelims. Um, First, I have Kevin Holland beating Michael Chiesa. I'm almost positive they fought before, right? Like, didn't
Nah,
who was it that Michael Chiesa fought and got?
Kevin Lee.
Oh, Kevin Lee's dog shit. So, um, yeah, but Holland has a chin. Chiesa's not knocking him out, and he's gotten a lot better on the ground. So, I got Holland by a third round knockout. Ferguson is fighting Bobby Green. I think Bobby Green's coming off a loss, and he's only had like 2 wins since 2020. Um, I'm going Ferguson second round KO. I think we'll get into we'll get into what's for them after our winners after on the next topic. I got Wonder Boy by unanimous decision against
Michael Pereira.
Michael Pereira. Um, I mean, I just don't see Wonder Boy knocking him out, and Wonder Boy. I mean, I think he has the better striking of the two, so I think it's gonna go the distance. Um, so this is where it's gonna get interesting. We'll spend a little bit more time on these last two. Jan and Alex, I think is gonna. Have they announced if it's gonna like they haven't
No,
announced if it's gonna be for the belt? I think they're gonna
it's
announce
3
very
rounds.
soon it's gonna be for the belt.
No, they're not.
You
It's this
don't think
weekend.
so?
It's this weekend.
Oh, you're
It's fight.
right.
It's fight week right
But
now.
why
It's three.
wouldn't that? Okay, so that kind of messes up my not my prediction, but my what comes after. So you one thing we'll talk about that next. My bad. Um, I think Alex finishes it in the second round regardless. Um, unless Jan takes him down. Alex is freaking terrible on the ground, bro. Like, didn't Izzy take him down?
Oh, dude, Izzy took him down and
Yeah,
held him down.
that's not good because Izzy is not great on the ground. Um, but I still have Alex with a second round finish. And then we got Dustin and Justin. I think Dustin wins this in the third. I don't know if it'll be by knockout. I kind of think it'll be probably ground and pound, but I think it's over in 3. That was my main card predictions.
All right, I'll go ahead and do mine. We got Kevin Holland fighting Michael Chiesa at 170. By the way, 170.
Hmm.
I
That's gonna
picked
be
Kevin
big.
Holland to win as well. I mean, yeah, like you said, he's been working on his wrestling a lot since a little bit earlier in his career. Whenever he was getting taken down and just held there.
Mauled on the ground.
Honestly, I mean, it'll either be decision win or he'll knock him out. I mean, I don't know which or when, but yeah. Second fight, Bobby Green, by the way, is almost a 4-1 favorite in this fight. I don't know how, but I went Tony Ferguson as well. Um, I think it's probably the easiest fight he's had in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went Ferguson. I think a lot of people have forgot, but don't worry. He'll remind y'all this weekend, hopefully. We got Stephen Thompson, Michael Pereira. I went Wonder Boy. I think he'll do a. Pereira's a explosive striker as well. Like he could put his lights out at any time, but
Yeah.
I think Thompson's going to do a good job at managing the distance and just point fighting pretty much, and I think he'll win by decision. Co-main event. Me and you have been talking about this a lot, but over the last week, my opinion has changed. I'm gonna go Jan. I'm gonna go Jan Blachowicz. I think it'll be by decision or yeah, I think it'll probably be by decision, but I could see him finishing it on the ground as well. I think he has underrated striking also.
So
So
much power.
I don't think he's gonna try to stand and bang, but I don't think he's afraid to stand and bang. So if Pereira wins, it's gonna be by knockout. It'll be in the first, second round, as you said. If Jan wins, it'll be because either he won by decision or he took him down. Also, what we haven't discussed is the elevation. I think they're 5,000 feet above sea level
Where are they fighting?
in Utah.
Denver.
No, they're fighting in Salt Lake City.
Utah.
Yep.
Yay!
So they were talking about it. Justin Gaethje. So we're gonna move to the main event. Trains in Denver. He's already fighting above elevation. Dustin Poirier fights in Coconut Creek, Florida, which I think they said was 14 feet above elevation. So
Brothers
we'll
from
see.
Louisiana.
We'll see if that makes a difference. I think Dustin will win again, but this fight's very 50-50. I wouldn't be surprised whoever wins it.
But is it 50-50 though? I mean, Dustin's the more well-rounded fighter, I think. You know, he at
Is
least
he
has
though?
a
I mean, he's got better jujitsu, but I mean, I feel like I would give
wrestling's
Justin
good too.
I would give Justin the edge on wrestling though, just because he's decorated in it. In striking,
You know what else he
about
was decorated in was Habib putting him to sleep.
yeah. I mean, that's because wait, who are we
Ju-
talking about?
Justin.
Nah, brother. I think they both tapped.
I can't
Neither one
remember.
of the
I thought he put
no no
Justin to sleep.
neither one of them went to sleep unless it was Dustin, but I think they both tapped. But either way,
He was decorated with that triangle choke.
that fight's gonna be insane. It's got
It's gonna be a
like
good fight.
Michael Chandler Gaethje vibes.
It
I mean,
does.
we've already seen them fight once,
It
so
does.
go ahead though.
So, um, I'm just gonna give a very fast rundown of the rest of the fights. This is from the bottom up, so this is from early prelims. Um, I don't know the is Priscilla something versus some other um female. I have Priscilla. This is for the ones who want to make some money this weekend because I don't miss.
He lost last time.
Anyways, Medic. I forgot to put who they're fighting on my predictions. Vincius, Jake Matthews. I didn't put how they're gonna finish on those because they're pretty early fights. Claudio. This is I think the first fight on the prelims is actually gonna be a really good fight. They both have like 90% knockout rate. It's actually crazy. I think one has 11 knockouts, one has 15, and like, but that's like out of 12 fights and out of like 16 fights. And then I got Derek Lewis, round one KO. I I'll talk. We'll talk about why I think he's fighting that dude in just a minute. I got Trevin Giles. He's just the all around better fighter on the ground and on the feet. I have a Okay, yeah, we already talked about Kevin Holland. Okay, so yeah, that's my predictions on the co-main and the co-main.
Main,
Jesus,
the main card.
the prelims. Yeah, the co-main card, the prelims and the early prelims. So what is next for some of these fighters? Um, I think the winner of Justin and Dustin get a title shot. Um, in like what, like January, December, something like that. I don't know. Depends when Charles Oliveira wants to fight again. Um, we got
Anyways,
I think the loser of that retires.
could be.
Justin's been talking about retiring. I think Dustin, I mean, if he loses this, how many more times are you going to try to make a run for the belt? I mean,
Well, I watched a promo video this morning. In the promo, Dustin's like, I don't have to do this. The only thing that gets me excited anymore is these kind of fights.
yeah,
So, yeah, he said him and his family are taken care of. So,
yeah. Um, so
Co-
one more time.
co-main event, you already know the winner of that is getting the title shot.
Well, yeah, I think the title shot is going to be against Jiri. So they said he was going to be out like 2 years. I don't know. He's already training again, and they think he's coming back in like September. So I don't think he'll come back in September. I think he'll come back in what month is this? July.
Yep. So that's 2 months from now.
I think he'll fight in October. I
I
think they'll
think
fight for the belt in October.
I think the perfect time for him is let's hold him off till December and have him
I
fight
mean that
whoever for the vacant
yeah,
belt.
that would be a good
The
decision.
the December cards have been very
We had one December card that was freaking insane. That first Madison Square Garden card in December they did.
No, that was November. That was November.
Was
It's
it?
all it's always November unless it's like March or
They
something.
had one in December one time that was insane, and after that, they've just been lackluster.
I know like 2 years ago they had Figueiredo fight in November and then turn around and fight in the pay-per-view main event in
God,
December against Moreno the first time.
we have. So yeah, probably Oh, I did put on here. I said winner will probably. I put defend title against Jiri in November, December, but I didn't know if they were going to switch it or not. Um, then the last one, I mean, I think has any like. Well, the last two, I think, have any
The implications of something.
implications. I think Ferguson, no matter the outcome of this, retires. I think they kind of gave him Bobby Green to kind of let him get one last win, hopefully, so we can take those gloves off. And I think Derek Lewis definitely retires too. The guy he's fighting isn't. I mean, he's a boxer. I mean, he's Derek Lewis, but off
It's
brand.
2023. Tony Ferguson doesn't want to fight in 4 years.
Yeah,
Gaethje, Oliveira, Dariush, Chandler, Diaz.
yeah. And see, he fought all killers, and now he's fighting Bobby Green. This is a going out on my terms fight. I think him and Derek Lewis are definitely retiring at this event.
I don't know about
Well,
Derek Lewis,
you
but
don't think so? Like what? I guess he just fights for the hell of it. I mean, he's never going to get back up to that title shot. I wouldn't want to fight Sergey either, though. So, I mean, I mean, I'd heel hook him, but that's that. So yeah, and what are your thoughts on what's next for these fighters?
I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head, So, yeah, I mean, Holland, Thompson, they're still 1-2 fights away if they win from potentially a title shot, unless it's like an interim belt.
Yeah.
Jan, Pereira, whoever wins that, should be next for the title. And then Dustin and Gaethje winner fights for the belt. The other one, I could see them retiring. I don't know if they will, but yeah.
I just realized this card doesn't even have a actual title fight on it. We're not counting the fucking BMF belt as a title.
Well, the BMF belt is a number one contender fight. Fight. Yeah.
Ridiculous. I think it's gonna be a great fight, though. I'm glad it's fought. They found a way to make it 5 rounds. It deserves to be. So
It won't go 5. Last time it went 4, though.
yeah, yeah.
Their last fight was a main event on a fight night card.
I'll
So,
have to go back
yep.
and watch that. We didn't have any NBA topics today. We probably won't have any for you know a while till the season kind of ramps, gets close to starting back up. Nothing's really happening. So yeah, that is it for episode 4. Do you have anything else to add, Tyler?
I mean, we won't really talk about it a lot, but new fights announced. We got Hamzat
Oh, you're
first.
right. I'm tripping.
We got Hamzat fighting Paulo Costa. It's gonna be an easy win for Hamzat, if you ask me.
Very, very easy.
We got Islam fighting Charles again.
We
I'm not
do.
even. I'm not gonna give my prediction on that. We're gonna wait till closer to the card.
I think I already gave my prediction on that.
Just because I'm 50-50 this time. Last time I was just sure of it that Islam was gonna win, but now that he just had that fight with Volk, it's like, can these other guys, can they pick up from what Volk did? Can they go, okay, I can do this because he does. I watched him do this whenever Volk did this, and so on. So that's gonna be a really interesting fight. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on giving a prediction on that. And then the last one is a rumor. It's not officially announced. We got Adesanya, Sean
Oh
Strickland,
yeah.
September 9th, my birthday.
Oh my
And,
god.
and you know what? You know that Adesanya is going to be headlining that card because it's in Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
He's from New Zealand or Nigeria, whichever one, but he trains out of Auckland, New Zealand. So that'll be
Also, we
the
have
best part. The best part of that's going to be the press conference and the
oh
weigh-ins.
my god, it's gonna be unrivaled. There might
'Cause
not be a better press conference
I
in history.
I went back like 2 days ago. I watched Strickland and Pereira again,
Yeah.
and brother.
Did you
I
watch the
don't. I don't.
press conference for it when
I,
he was talking shit
well,
to Izzy?
yeah. I mean, I watched it live, so I didn't watch it again. But what I watched in that fight, Strickland. I mean, I don't know if he's even gonna hit Izzy once.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I just don't think that Strickland. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think he's that guy. We'll see though.
I
We
mean,
also, what's up?
well, what I was gonna say was right. I'm gonna go look at the stats. It says Strickland hit 15 strikes, but when you're watching the fight, bro, it really doesn't look like
Didn't
it.
Pereira crumble him?
He knocked him out in the first round. He knocked him
Yeah.
out. I don't know how many seconds in. I can't see it, but yeah, yeah.
And I mean, it took Pereira a long time to fucking knock Izzy out, TKO him. But I mean, Izzy got to hit hard, bro. He had something. The way
He's
he
got a
knocked
sneaky
out
power.
Alex, bro, was insane. Oh my gosh. Then we have potential. I mean, I don't think it's official yet. Colby and Leon in September.
October. It would be the
October.
Abu Dhabi card with or is it the John Jones card?
John Jones card.
So if it's the John Jones card, that's November MSG.
Yeah.
So
Like
that'll be
I said this on TikTok. Like a world with Sean Strickland and Colby as both champs would be insanity. Now it's most likely
not.
not going to happen. That would just be I think we'll talk about that the more the closer we get to. We're not going to leak any predictions yet. So yeah, I appreciate everyone. That is episode 4 of the Any Given Sunday podcast. Make sure y'all drop a like and a follow. This will be uploaded to YouTube, Spotify. We'll have clips on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Don't forget to follow us there at Any Given Sunday. Well, Any Given Sunday on podcast on YouTube. Any Given Sunday on Kick on TikTok. We appreciate y'all for stopping by, and y'all have a great rest of your day.